Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today we're going to sow tomato seeds. This is a 1950s heirloom variety called Ace 55 bush tomatoes. It's disease and crack resistant. Ace 55 is a determinate tomato. That means it's going to grow to a specific height, size, and then basically stop. It's the opposite of an indeterminate. Those type of tomato plants just keep growing and vining up until the weather kills them off. Now, determinate tomatoes, the fruit tends to become ripe in about a 1 to 2 week window. Basically all at the same time. It makes it excellent for canning and preserving. Ace 55 tomatoes are ready to harvest about 80 days after you transplant them into the garden. Now, because I live in the heart of downtown in the city and grow in a small space, Ace 55 being compact, bush, means it's not going to vine out on me. So that's just perfect for my garden. Tends to be about 3 feet tall and about 18 inches wide. But it will require support. It makes a medium-sized 5 to 6 inch fruit. It's also low acid. Now, I tend to not eat raw tomatoes because I have an oral allergy. So I'm curious, can I eat the Ace 55? We'll see. This is my first time to grow them. Now, you want to start your tomato seeds indoors 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost. Right now, it's 4 weeks before our last frost because I've learned from experience tomato seedlings grow fast. And if you start them too early, it's not going to be ready to plant them outside. So here, I like to wait 4 weeks before the last frost, early April. Now, tomato seeds are really small, so don't plant them really deep. Just press them into the soil and then just cover them with enough soil to keep them moist. Pat them down. Tomato seedlings should germinate at the temperatures of 70 to 90 degrees, and this furnace room is perfect, but unfortunately it's full. So I'm going to have to put them in the front room. But it's 60 to 65 degrees in there, so I'm going to have to use a heat mat. Plus, I always use a humidity dome on all my seeds. It's going to hold in the moisture. Now, they're going to germinate in 5 to 10 days. Now, I don't plan to pot these up. 4 weeks, I feel they'll be fine in these cells. But if you start them earlier than that, you're going to want to pot them up as they grow. Also, if you put more than one seed in each cell, you're going to want to thin it down to one plant per pot. Now, after the last freeze, here that means early May, going to start hardening them off, bringing them back and forth in and outside to get them used to the weather. Then plant them into the garden after Mother's Day here, mid-May, 2 weeks after the last frost. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.